This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
The Davises have had a baby, but they're not sending out any announcements. Most new parents are a little scared when they have a baby. The Davises are terrified. You see, there's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive. It's alive. Don't see it alone. Please. Rated PG.
What is the secret Dwayne is hiding in the basket?
What's in the basket?
Some of the tenants claim to have heard noises coming from this room. Like someone on a rampage.
What's in the basket?
You're that kid Needleman warned me about, the Bradley boy, the freak we separated.
I know an awful lot of guys, Dwayne. But you're different. What's in the basket?
What's in the basket?
What's in the basket?
My brother.
Open it, if you dare. Basket case.
We mixed, we loaded it, we edited it.
Sometimes we get so deep into conversation that we have separate segments worthy of their own place in the sun.
Here is a reshuffled mini episode.
I'll tell you about something fun. We were overdue to talk about two trilogies based around mutant babies. Have you seen either the cheesy Basket Case trilogy or Larry Cohen's It's Alive?
I have only seen the first It's Alive. I have seen all the Basket Case. Those movies are, my goodness gracious. Those are the movies that only the real know about. You're not gonna watch that movie by accident.
Basket Case is just one of those. I'm like, what? It's like Hard Rock Zombies. It's one of those trashy movies. You're like, I'm laughing one minute, I'm disgusted the next. I mean, This is by the guy who gave us Frankenhooker and Brain Damage. So, your guess is as good as mine.
I have to give love to my grandmother because these are her movies. I tell you, these are the things that she would watch. She would watch that, like she would watch Zombie Strippers. Remember Robert Englund was in that.
Oh
Zombie
my
Strippers.
word! Yes, he was.
That is 100% up her alley. And I think I'll mention It's Alive first, only because I don't know the trilogy. I have more to say about Basket Case. But one thing I love about It's Alive is it reminds me of those horror movies that you would buy and it would come several on one DVD, kind of like
monster
Terror
movie.
Train, like those 70s. Yes, those 70s horror movies all on one.
5 movies for $5.
I used to get those for Christmas. And they were like 1974, 1976, 1978. And they were like these little horror movies.
I strongly recommend everyone get the Shout Factory Blu-rays. Like, even if you're already a fan of like Larry Cohen from his blaxploitation movies with Fred Williamson to his more modern day movies like Phone Booth and Cellular to just all his other just serial killer movies and psycho and monster films, from The Stuff to The Ambulance to God Told Me To, the stuff. That's it. Yeah, he's just a multi-genre guy, like everything from.
I want to try the stuff so bad. Do you think it tastes like fluff?
I hope it's marshmallows and gravy. I don't know.
Exactly. That's what it is. Fluff is marshmallows.
But yeah, if
I want to try the stuff.
I don't think these movies are as trashy as Maniac Cop, and I don't think they're as cheesy fun as Invasion of Privacy, Uncle Sam, or what's the other one with Eliza Hubbard? Captivity. But he is one of those where he's just like he was always a gun for hire, just doing all kinds of hardboiled detective horror anthology stuff, and even ghost directing other movies that weren't working. Like he did the 93 Body Snatchers, he's done all kinds of stuff. Uh, and when it's a dud like Return to Salem's Lot, then you get other fun stuff like Q the Wings Surfing and Full Moon High. It's just I think these are all fun just because like if he were anyone else, he would have pissed off somebody or made you go, come on, man, what are you doing? And looking at all the special features, all the effects guys and other guys loved working with him because, long story short, you never would suspect it, but he filmed everything at his house. He had a giant mansion in LA. So those 16-hour days went by pretty quick because if people needed to crash, they'd just crash on his sofa. Well, everybody sets up stuff in the other shot. And when they braked for lunch, he would tell amazing Hollywood stories. So people were just like, if you were anybody else, we'd be pissed right now. We'd be like, oh, you're wasting our time. You don't have a He never slept. He always had a vision. And so everybody's just like, tell us more. Oh, okay. If you were anybody else, I'd be like, fuck you, dude. I'm not working for you. And it's like, no, he's got a passion. He loves movies. He loves making movies, and he loves working with us. And in part 3, one of the complaints about so long story short, there's not much origin other than that one day a woman gives birth to mutant babies, and they carry on over some of the same characters in part 2 who are going to stop them. And then part 3 is just a whole standalone, like, crazy lawyer who's like, I feel loyal to these mutant babies. I want to rescue them from the island they've been, exported to in the Caribbean. And I think that's just it. Like, he just goes along with the craziness. And looking at the behind the scenes, I can actually forgive some of the movie's flaws because he just takes you on a crazy ride. And he doesn't negate the fact that he's a B movie. He's a monster movie. It's no different than if you were watching a black and white 50s film. It just happened to be made in the 70s and 80s. But I had fun with these. I've seen them a lot throughout the years, but I caught up recently on these 2 sequels I've been long overdue on watching. And I was just like, okay, he knew what he was making.
Yeah, some people go for it. Like when it comes to these type of movies like Basket Case and things like that, I feel like you have to be aware to a certain degree.
Basket Case is totally so bad it's good, but see it at least once with some other cheesy movie fans. It's Alive, the first one I would say is at least essential. Like, you'll love this. He had this idea for years, and when it came out, people were like, it's a Rosemary's Baby knockoff. I'm like, how would you even remotely...
That's how it goes.
I know, but like, how would you even remotely compare it to this? Like, there's a mutant baby. Rosemary's Baby was not a mutated baby. She was believed to be,
you don't even see the baby. The devil's baby.
It's just like, no, that's similar.
People will draw comparisons anywhere they can. Honestly, like, I forget that Nightmare on Elm Street comparison, but just like you said, Wes Craven shot that around for years, and everyone was like, "No one's gonna think this is scary because it's a dream. It's not real. No one's gonna think this is scary."
That's a good point. Well, see, Wes Craven was a psychologist, trained. So
he was an English teacher.
He was an English teacher. So when he died, and I heard his NPR interview, I'm just like, "Geez." So we didn't just lose a genre guy. We didn't just lose a beloved filmmaker. We lost a guy who you would actually want to sit down and have dinner with because
everyone talked about how he didn't seem like he would write such like gruesome stuff. Like,
that's the other thing too.
House on the left. Like he couldn't even watch that stuff. his family was so religious, he wasn't allowed to watch movies, let alone horror movies. He couldn't go to the theater and see movies.
Well, and
His
like you've
parents were
hit
that
on
religious.
before, there's just so many people who would start taboos that aren't taboos. You're like, good grief, what is wrong with people?
That was forget the genre or the content of the film. He was not allowed to go see it. And I'm like, I don't know what type of religion that is, but he couldn't go do it. So
Yeah,
he just
tell me it's a
dream
boycott
up all
without
these
telling me
things.
it's a boycott.
Right. I'm like, Dad, what is that? He wasn't allowed to do much of anything. So it wasn't until he was a professor basically that he was able to explore filming, shooting films. And
Oh, that's
I
just
think he
it.
even
That's like a common thing. Like once you're to college, no one can censor you anymore, and it's like, I'm gonna be me now.
and do whatever you want. And
I need you to leave me
then
alone,
he
parents.
writes these disgusting groups and things, and then people meet him and they're like, oh, he's such a nice guy.
I mean, no.
He doesn't seem
So
like the type to write that. But
who's your favorite? Just as a side thing, like who are some of your favorite monsters? Like on-screen
favorite
monsters.
monster, since we're mentioning Wes Craven,
The ones
A
that
Nightmare
they
on
only
Street.
show for 10 minutes. Oh, okay, so yeah, Freddy Krueger is technically, yeah,
He's my favorite. He's my
All right.
favorite
Cool.
horror movie monster, I guess. My favorite masked killer, I'm gonna say, is Michael Myers.
Okay.
If you want to go like if you want to go like when you say like horror movie monsters, if you mean like the Wolfman and
Oh, it could be anything. Like whatever you could say is
Dracula.
technically Freddy is undead, so that's fine. He's got
Yeah, Freddy's my favorite.
okay, cool.
Other than Freddy, I'm gonna say like, zombies. I would watch like some type of zombie or
Wait.
what is it? Infection or contagion or something like that.
Just someone becoming something that they're not, and it like just they could be becoming undead spirit, they could be becoming infected, ghoul or
Yeah,
something.
outbreak films are really crazy. Like the
always.
outbreak films.
Look at any Cronenberg movie, you'll get it.
Yeah,
So
he has a
are
thing for
you
those.
a fan of the Wishmaster?
I've
That's my
seen
go-to
I've
monster.
seen some here and there. I've seen some, yeah. I haven't seen the whole franchise. I know they go back, but
it goes from being a fun tribute to trashy fun to so bad it's good. Like it's bad, but you're gonna watch it anyway, like the Leprechaun movies. Just oh man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say maybe the Leprechaun.
I'm a little leprechaun.
There was a DVD called Boogeyman, I think, or something like that.
Yes.
Where yes, you know what I'm talking about, where it had
That was a
all
fun
the horror
compilation,
movie
all
monsters.
the
Yes.
favorite moments.
And so I think about that. I think about that movie that they referenced, probably the first Wishmaster. And that's what I think about, because they go down the whole list and they're like, oh, you have the dentist and this person, that person. They tell
The
you
dentist is a perfect one. Yeah. Brian
Yes, the dentist.
Oh man.
That one. Oh my gosh. That was a great one. And that freaked me out because I had a thing about I had a thing about the hook that they put in your mouth and prod
and it's
around
a dark
with.
comedy. It's almost like a Tales from the Crypt episode, but it's extended.
Yeah, so I loved it. I loved it, and that stood out to me, and I still remember that from watching that as a kid.
Brian Yuzna and Stuart Gordon, they know how to do all these bizarre, demented mad scientists.
What about you?
Like I said, with the Wishmaster, that's my favorite monster. If it's not going to be the Wolfman or Frankenstein, but Masked Killer, Jason's such an obvious one, but
my brother always goes Jason.
I just like how those movies embrace camp. Like they have stupidity in them that somehow works for that tone. Well, when you see it in some other movie, you're like, get the fuck out of here. That's dumb. You know,
Friday the 13th, I would say
Jason X shouldn't work at all. It's ripping off every movie, even the Terminator.
It's ripping off itself.
It's ripping off itself, and it's in space.
It is. It's ripping off itself, and
now favorite
in
demon
space on ice.
Oh, there you go. Favorite demon, if it's not going to be the Wishmaster, it's got to be Pinhead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're talking about undead baby movies. I know there was Hell Baby with Keegan Michael Key, which was like a comedy with horror elements.
I didn't see that. There was a show called was it called The Baby? It was a show on HBO Max. I think it was actually UK based. I almost didn't get into it, but then I watched it for a bit, and it is a show
Yeah,
about
it's a
an evil
British
baby.
horror comedy. Oh, wow. It premiered on HBO. Okay. Wow.
I watched it,
I
and it was interesting.
have
It was
vaguely heard of
interesting.
this.
It took me a little bit to really get into it because like their slang and things, their references are going to be different if
Mm-hmm.
they're referencing anything in the
Bloody
current media.
hell.
I might not get it.
Ugh.
So I got into it. I appreciated the acting. You get curious about the baby. What is the origin of this baby? And this baby would just like get people to latch onto it, and strange
Mm.
things would happen around the baby. The whatever woman came in contact with the baby felt the need to be its mother, and like would just start subconsciously like raising and taking care of this baby. It was so weird. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad because it did draw me in. I like a good mystery.
Fair enough. I will check it out.
But yeah, it's alive. I did appreciate the little the weird the baby I don't want to say prosthetic. It was like a doll,
That
a
kind of made
puppet,
it
whatever
more
it was.
fun, and he did acknowledge he was inspired by Jaws, where show it only when you need to show it, so people are more focused on your intent as opposed to, oh, that effect's fake.
Yeah, he actually didn't plan to show it at all.
Yeah. So
He actually didn't plan to show it at all,
I
and
should
ended
mail
up
you the
showing it because
I should totally mail you the Blu-rays. Like they are just so many fun special features and man, commentary tracks.
yeah.
I just hate
I'm
it when
stuck
it's
in
just
the
bare
old days.
bones.
I don't even have a Blu-ray. I'm stuck in the old days. Well, I don't even have I always had a DVD player and I always had a DVD collection and things like
Oh,
that. But
always. Everybody needs to
over the
stop getting rid
last
of their
few years,
people need to stop
yeah,
getting
I
rid of their
agree.
physical media because it will go away. Like just now they took off some of my favorite comedy and
Mm.
sci-fi horror stuff off streaming. I'm like,
I
are
need
you
to build mine
serious?
back up. I need to build mine back up. I don't have any of that stuff anymore. And I have like a Fire Stick. Yeah, I have a Fire Stick and I have streaming or whatever. And yeah, I used to always, as a kid, I would get like DVD players for Christmas and DVD box sets, get my Nightmare on Elm Street box set, or
Oh, there you go.
I always that was my thing.
All
And
the
I
Shout
would have
Factory, Scream Factory
the horror
Blu-rays.
compilations, the DVDs that have like 4 random horror movies on them. And yeah, I gotta get stock those back up.
5 diabolical schemes. 6 WTF worthy movies. 5 must-see dark thrill rides. 4 morbid comedies. Yeah.
Some of them would be like super old movies. Like I said before, some of them would be like from the 70s. And nobody would notice because they're like, oh, Crystal likes horror movies. That's what she likes. We'll just grab her this from like the bargain bin at Walmart. And it's like 4 movies from the 70s.
Wow.
Terror Train, Prom Night.
Oh, there you go. I should go for all the prom night movies. Oh, wow.
I did like Prom Night. That opening with the kids, scaring the other kid out the window always was like creepy to me.
Fair enough. I find
as a kid,
Well, see, I'd rather it be a well-earned jump scare instead of just, oh my God, it's a ghost.
Yeah, because the kids were like whatever game they were playing, they all were like acting possessed or whatever it was. Like they were
Right.
walking towards
This
her,
isn't funny
scared her
anymore,
into a
man.
pushy
Yeah.
fell out the window, and I'm just like, I think I was like 10 or something when I saw that.
Oh
Maybe.
my
I'm
God.
not sure. I mean, yeah, I watched horror movies very young because like I wasn't the type to replicate anything. Like I didn't
That's what
repeat
I hate too,
or
is people
physically
act like
copy.
if you watch these movies, you will replicate it. It's like, no, I watched plenty of action movies. I didn't punch
Yeah,
everybody in the
my parents
face.
trusted that I wouldn't replicate,
Horror
so they let me
movies, I
watch it.
wasn't going to go anywhere near a knife. Come on.
Yeah, but they would also only let me watch the edited for TV versions. Like they would let
That
me
was
watch it
fine.
on
That's where my
TV.
folks were. They're like, okay,
Yeah,
you might want to wait a
they
while.
let
Let's
me
try
watch
the
it.
TV version.
It came on USA. Here you're gonna watch
AMC,
Your
all
Nightmare
this
on Elm Street on
TNT.
USA.
Oh
Exactly.
man, up all
You can
night.
watch it. So
You
I
might
watched
see a
all my
bare
horror
butt,
movies.
but it'll be okay.
We'll return after these messages.
Do you ever find yourself thinking about who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman? Hi, I'm James Gavsey, and on the Who Would Win show, me and my co-host Ray ignore anything important happening in the outside world and debate fictional battles between characters from comics, movies, and video games.
We got a new show every week, and almost always am I the winner.
Yeah, not true, Ray.
In the past, we've discussed such matches as Captain America versus Darth Vader, Solid Snake versus the Iron Giant, classic matchups like RoboCop versus Terminator, and even the Muppets versus Sesame Street.
That one was crazy. So if you're a fan of geek culture and love a spirited debate, check out the Who Would Win show wherever you get your podcasts, or check us out at whowouldwinshow.com.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening.
It's a jacked up